California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Lucky. Check. Fresno.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Running with Howard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Mike, check. 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. What?
Coach. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Line 20.
Line 59.
Here we go.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 59.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 59's Mike. Man, ain't he? You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Hey, Zoo.
You gonna get this? Mike,
On first down, Darnold. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
tight dog. Man, ain't he?
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Not today.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
What you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Whoa.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Don't be scared of it.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That 1st series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
You draw quarter. Bang, 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 bang.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 59.
Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Coming to you.
Check.
1st carry for Royce Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now, Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on, D. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Hard ball.
You're not ready.
Goff now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Ric Flair.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Silver. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
Hey, kill.
Goff. Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So
the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Go. Fopo's the Mike. Mike's Fopo.
Out of the gun. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 59's Mike. Check.
To throw is gone. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
44, 44, Mike, 44.
A shotgun snap for goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
He don't want it. Switch. Man, 80.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
5. Mike 5'9".
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
53 to Mike. 53.
Go.
I'm here all day.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill, young lady. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Check 24, check 22.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Like 20.
Yeah.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gone. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Bravo.
Mike, 53.
Now Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
And he comes back with one complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
180.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Merlin.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Mike's 59.
On 1st down, gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Value 1.
Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo. All you get is a headache. 44 is to Mike.
Now it's gone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Hey, exit.
Push him back. 59's Mike, check.
Again, Goff. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Howard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready. Shift.
A first down throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's big.
Here's Darnold. And complete to Zach Ertz. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
2 for 1.
44, Mike, 44.
Smooth.
Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Back to throw, gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Hey, 76. 76.
44.
76.
44. Rip right.
Hey, what?
Mike's Fofo. Army. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
4 down.
Here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Here it comes.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Hold on. Check.
44. Mike, 44.
You don't know no better.
Goff now looks to throw.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the
To
ball.
the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike to 59.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Darnold. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 8 yards out. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Goff now looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
44.
Louis.
44 is to Mike.
Now a first down throw, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. 54 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
Darnold to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go counter with Howard. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike the 59. So we got man.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Under crunch. Sponge. No.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Green Bay.
Check 59.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 1st down, Darnold. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 23 yards for the touchdown. Now the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
we've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Yeah, I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Check 59.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You got it. You got it.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home